this week we have, I'm going to hit on another topic that I've hit on before that I'm going to go back on, and that is why you should choose to live in Yukon, Oklahoma, why you should consider this your home. So, as always, we'll start off with a little prayer. Lord, thank you again for just our many, many blessings. Thank you for our city, the safety, the everything, Lord. Thank you for our leaders. I pray that for all those out there in the world, in the city, in the state, the country that are hurting, Lord, as we go throughout our day and we come across difficult situations, may that be an opportunity for us that believe to show what we're really made of, what's really inside of us, and let your light shine the brightest. So, all right, why consider Yukon, Oklahoma? I'm just going to go through a few topics I've written down. So home prices and affordability. So right now in Yukon, Oklahoma, and when I say Yukon, Oklahoma, again, I mean Yukon schools, because here where we live, it's the map is weird. You may live in Oklahoma City technically, but go to Yukon schools. So I'm considering Yukon schools, Yukon, Oklahoma. There are 309 active homes available. So this topic is home prices and availability. 309 active homes. 100 of those are brand spanking new homes. And with that, you can get, most of these builders offering really good incentives to help get those homes sold. 36 of those homes are priced at $250,000 or lower. So affordability, like that's pretty good price, especially if you're moving from most parts of the country. I help people, whenever I do help people move here from another part, they're just like, their jaw drops sometimes at what they can afford here compared to where they're moving from. So a lot of times they're selling a house for $800,000 and they're buying like a really nice house for $400,000, and bam, they just made $400,000. And 10 of those homes, there's 10 active homes that are on an acre or more. So if you want a little bit of land, then you got that in Oklahoma as well. 10's not a whole lot, or here in Yukon, 10's not a whole lot, but if you expand that a little bit and add like Mustang and Piedmont, that opens up a whole lot more, which is still kind of the same area if you're unfamiliar here. Restaurants, shopping, hospitals, community center. There's a lot in Yukon. There's a lot of restaurants to choose from. There's a lot of shopping to choose from. There's like Lowe's, there's Kohl's. I don't shop much, but there's Target. There's tons of shopping here. There's a hospital right smack dab in the middle of Yukon. There's a community center that's surrounded by a community pool. There's a couple community pools in Yukon. There's ball fields, like baseball fields, that are surrounded by the community center if you got little ones involved in sports. So the city has tons of stuff like that for you to do. Proximity, where we are in Yukon, right here in central Oklahoma, we're just west of Oklahoma City. So it's a super easy commute. If you work in the city, I-40 runs right through the middle of Yukon. So you hop on I-40, you get to Oklahoma City really quick. Kilpatrick Turnpike will take you right up to Edmond if you work in Edmond. There's a ton of restaurants and stuff in Edmond as well, and it's just a really quick hop, skip, and a jump north on the Kilpatrick Turnpike. And then really from I-40 and from the Turnpike, you can get pretty much anywhere you need to get to in the whole Oklahoma City metro in like 30 minutes would be the max, depending on what time you leave and how traffic is. So schools. I mean, I didn't pull any data on schools. I know several people that work at Yukon schools. My daughter just started kindergarten in Yukon schools. Rarely do you hear anyone complain about Yukon schools. In fact, a lot of people move here just to get into Yukon schools. So another thing about Yukon is a lot of people probably don't know this, but it's known as the festival capital of Oklahoma. There's tons of festivals. There's a Czech festival. There's I don't know if you consider this a festival, but just like a community event, there's like daddy-daughter dances. They do a Rock the Root every single year, and there's probably a couple that I'm missing, but they do tons of festivals every single year if that's your kind of thing. There's tons of parks here in Yukon. I've lived here my whole life, and I just ran across another one with another community pool that I've never even seen before. So there's just tons of stuff like that. Safety. So I just did a quick search on this. You could probably look this up and find this as well, but 61%. So Yukon is considered safer than 61% of other cities in the U.S. This is a little bit, ranks a little bit lower than Mustang, which is just south. I can only assume, because I've always considered Yukon and Mustang like pretty much the same, honestly. But I'm gonna assume this is a little bit higher because I-40 runs right through it, and there's so much more commercial property. So I assume with that there's also more theft just by nature. So that's what I'm gonna go with there. But still considered safer than 61% of other U.S. cities. So those, just to keep this video as short as possible for someone that is just looking for some reason or somewhere to live here in Oklahoma. I'm going to end it there. I could go on, but those are just some highlights of what makes Yukon, Oklahoma, what makes this place, what makes my home a terrific choice, a terrific place to live, and a terrific place to consider. And kind of like I hit on a little bit ago, even if you don't consider Yukon schools, if you just broaden that range that you're looking just a little bit, you get into a lot more areas that are very similar. Like, for instance, if you get into just Mustang and Yukon schools, that those homes that I said that are available, 309 active homes, that goes up to 800 just by opening it up to the school district just to the south, which is, I would consider, just as good. So anyway, if you need anything, if you're looking to sell in Yukon or Mustang, Oklahoma, if you're looking to buy here anywhere in the metro area, give me a call, and I'd love to help you, and thank you very much.